Hello, everybody. We are back for episode 28 of Almost a Party. We are down one of our players for part of this session, maybe the whole session. They're not sure whether they can make it. And another player's just running a little bit late, so everybody should be here soon. Um, it's good to be back. Like, now that we've gotten on this every other week schedule, like, I miss the weeks when we don't play. I don't know how everybody else feels about that, but I'm always like, oh man, all this thing that's going on, especially with the cliffhanger that we left on last time. I'm like, I just want to play it so badly. But so yeah, here we are to recap what happened during our last session. The players finished up investigating in Typhon's lab. Um, Upon investigating the bedroom, they discovered a mirror, and a few of the players, upon investigating it, got sucked in and trapped within this mirror. After breaking it to free their allies, they also freed two dwarves, one who claimed to be a long lost king of the dwarven people, a legend in this day. After talking with them and discussing what was going on, it was determined that they needed to go and destroy Typhon statues. Upon investigating further, they found one statue within the treasure room that they destroyed. They then left the lab up back into the cemetery and destroyed the statue that was on top of the mausoleum, and then decided to return the children to Blue Lake before going to look for the statue. Upon arriving in Blue Lake with the children safe, they were greeted by parents and began to ask if any of them had been familiar with the statue. And, to their luck, the statue had just arrived in Blue Lake not too long ago. Our players then acquired some additional weaponry to fight the statue and destroy it, have an easier time than the ones that they had tried to destroy previously, and went down to where the statue was. Ito took the newly acquired hammer that he has and swung at the statue. At that point, a scream was let out in pain, and Zerdig and Mazeki fell under the control of the statue, and the statue took an offensive stance, ready to fight. And that is where we left off. So, everybody, please go ahead and roll initiative. And
6 for each.
9 for Sadzi.
all right.
15 for Ore.
9 for Sadze. What was that for Ito?
6.
6. And a 17 for Mizeki. All right. So that is everybody. I got Zerdig rolled an 11. So if you go into Fantasy Grounds, those of you that aren't already there, and you open up the Blue Lake map, you will see where we are. And I have you all positioned from last week when you described what you wanted to do with Ito striking at the statue. So if you all want to go ahead and get into there.
Here we go.
On this map, which direction is town from us?
So town is going to be to the top left corner.
Past what looks like trees?
It should just be a flat map with lots of water. So the trees are top right.
Oh,
There's also a couple by the bottom.
Yeah.
gotcha.
Like, and I was zoomed in that I'm like, I don't even see the trees anymore. I'm like, I know that there's there, but I'm like, it should just be water towards the town, because the town is built onto the water.
Right. Now, is that section into the north east corner, is that additional dry ground, or is that like the edge of the lake into dry land?
So into the north corner, so to the top right, that is additional dry ground. You're approaching closer to the edge of the lake. So right now, there's a few just islands dotted throughout the lake. The waters around are still fairly shallow, only about a foot deep in most places.
Gotcha. Understood. Do we still have water walk up?
You should. Alondiel was
Got it.
casting it
Yep.
every hour.
Yep.
It hasn't been an hour since the last needing to cast. So,
Cool. Good to know. Thank you.
yep. And I mean, even a foot of water wouldn't be that hard for you guys to navigate through.
Well, would a foot of water in a normal situation count as hindering terrain?
For some people, yes, but for most of you guys, you're all fairly tall. It wouldn't really be that big a deal. So,
Gotcha. Cool.
all right. So it looks like most everybody is in the map, still waiting for Sadzi to pull that up. But Alandiel, you are first. If you would like to go ahead.
And I have no indication of those who failed their save.
Correct.
Correct. Okay.
You do know Ito is stunned from the attacking the statue. So Ito right now is still basically hammer out, touching the statue, unable to move.
Okay. I am going to then cast Spiritual Weapon, and I'll hit the statue with it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh, that wrong one. This one. Oh man, 10.
A 10 will not connect. So
Clank. Okay. And I'm gonna be probably useless with my sword. And so, well, it's a magic thunder sword. No, but I need my hands free for my spells. Actually, I just cast it, though, so I'm good. I don't want to actually be right next to this. I'll stay here.
okay. And where did you put
Yes.
the spiritual weapon?
The sword. To the spot next to Z2 and Mom statue.
Okay. Perfect. All right. It is now the statue's turn. She will take a step back, with Ito being stunned, no reaction there, and Zerdig is charmed and doesn't care. And then you'll see a faint glow of a dome appear around her. And that is her turn. Mizeki, it is on to you.
And I need to protect the statue.
You need to protect the statue.
Well, I mean, that's easy. So I'm going to go to there.
Okay.
And I'm going to do Thunder Wave.
So as you try and move there, you actually can't.
Okay.
As there is a barrier that you run into just
Okay,
as
the
you tried to
barrier is...
run into that last square. So
Okay. Then I'll do it from there. I guess. Do I know that Zerdig is helping?
you would, yeah, the statue would know that. So you would know Zerdig and Z2 are under control as well.
Okay. I guess in that case, I'd want to be like one step over, and I'll just hit these three.
Okay.
Thunder Wave. So it is a DC 15 con save in a 15-foot cube.
So that's Ore, Alandiel, and Sadzi.
Yep.
Okay.
And thankfully, I load
13.
roll. Rolled low. Lolled roll. Nice. Good job, Brain.
You said con save?
Yes.
13.
Okay. So 13.
Looks like
and
11 for me.
Wow.
8 for
So
me.
you're all pushed back. What is it? 10 feet. 10 feet, and you take only 5 damage. Thankfully.
All right. So they all
Out
get
of-
pushed
out
back
of
10 feet
16.
away from you.
Yes.
Which
So
way do
into
you
the
want to
water.
push?
Like to the side because I want Elondiel to be next to Z2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just so that chunk them off into the water, kind of.
Except
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Ore. Ore doesn't quite go
Oh,
into
man.
the water. Okay.
And then that's my leveled spell. Can I do anything else? And I guess I can. I'm gonna move really fast. So I went like 10 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just gonna go over here. Can I get to? Is the dome only on the island, kind of?
So the dome extends 5 feet all around her, and it did push the
Okay.
spiritual weapon out of the way to where it is right next to Z2.
So it's like
So
this.
Yeah.
Can anyone see that? Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
So, but it is
Alright.
invisible technically. It shimmered when it came into creation, but yeah.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
is a physical barrier.
Just we'll bump into it, I guess. So.
Yeah.
All right, and then I'm done.
Okay. Then it is to Ore.
Well, being pretty surprised by Thunderwave from what I thought was a team member, do I get the hint that he is no longer on our side in this case?
Was he ever on your side is something you might want to ask yourself.
I have been asking myself that for months now. I look at him and I am going to shout, "Flee!" and I'm going to cast command on him.
What's the save type?
The save is, I think it's Wisdom. Let me double check here because D&D Beyond's a little awkward today.
It is Wisdom, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, most of those charm type spells are wisdom.
Well, I rolled a 1.
Wisdom
so
17.
Doesn't matter what it is.
I mean, honestly, was he going to succeed? It's what he was going to probably do anyway if he took one hit.
There's a reason he moved over there. All right, so I have failed, so I will now flee
You will
on
now
my
flee,
turn, I
yes.
guess.
On your turn. Yep. And that's my action. So my bonus action is to pull up Starry Archer and take a shot at the statue.
Okay.
Did I notice the little shimmery field pop up around him as well?
Yeah, everybody
The
saw
statue?
that when the
Gotcha,
statue
okay.
stepped back, shimmering field.
So I'm rolling now. Oh, it's not going to be a really good one. Looks like it's a 13.
Okay. So as you release that, it makes contact in the middle of the air, and you see the shimmer for a second, and then it goes away.
As though it didn't pass through the shimmering field?
Yeah, like it just hit it, and that was it.
Gotcha. Okay. With that, I don't know there's anywhere I'd really move at this point. Maybe try to get myself a little bit closer to Mizeki if I've got to defend against him from everybody else. Or defend everybody else from him, is
Okay.
what I meant to say.
All right, where do you want to move to?
Can I get to here, or am I bumping into that shield?
You're fine there.
Cool.
Yep. Okay. Let me check. Okay. All right. It is now Zerdig's turn, and Zerdig is going to take this opportunity to wail on Ito, who is currently stunned. So we'll get advantage. So pulls out his greatsword, takes a great big old swing, critical hit on Ito.
Woohoo!
So that is 20 damage.
Cool.
17, but yes.
And yeah, and then he'll swing again, and also with advantage, and elven accuracy. So let's roll another d20 here. So 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. For an additional 10 points of damage.
7 more damage.
Okay. And then it is his bonus action. He will tell Z2 to punch you as well. And Z2 will do so. Let me look at the Steel Defender real quick and see what its stats are. He doesn't seem to have it on his character sheet, so give me just a sec. It's currently plus, so spell attack modifier to hit, which is +4. All right, and he's got advantage as well, so that is a 21 to hit.
That shall hit.
Okay, and damage is currently 1d8 plus 3. So 6 points of, I believe that's force damage.
And I take the full 6 because it's not bludgeoning.
Yep. And then it is Sadzi's turn. So Sadzi, you have seen both Mazeki, Zerdig, and Z2 attacking your own party members at this point. And you saw, of course, where Ore's shot just hit air and stopped.
I forgot. Am I charmed or not?
You are not.
Okay.
You're definitely
Okay.
impressed.
When Ore shot, did he have an actual physical projectile, or is it like a magic arrow?
It's like a radiant arrow that shot out at me.
Okay, so it's not. Okay. I have to assume that Firebolt would do the same then.
Ito tries to ask for help and it comes out rather garbled.
As you're getting smacked around.
Well, and also still stunned.
Can I try Dispel Magic against this? I think. Yeah, against the statue.
Would it
You can
work
try.
on our people to break their charm?
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea. Thank you.
If we undo Zerdig, that's two
Yeah.
less combatants.
Yeah, good point. So yeah, let's do that against Zerdig, because
Okay.
we'll actually have a chance.
Okay. So targeting Zerdig to end his charm effect. The effect is higher than 3rd level, so you do need to make a roll. So go ahead and roll for your
Should've
Dispel
cast
Magic
Bless.
check.
Do it.
I'm trying to figure out which one I roll. Is it
Just a flat
Efficiency.
charisma check.
okay?
Yeah.
Well, that failed miserably. I got a
Did
7.
you take the reroll or the improved crit?
She did take a luck point. So you do have a luck point, so you can roll an additional 20 once per day and take whichever result you choose.
I didn't remember if I'd taken a luck point or not. Okay. Yeah, I'll try that again.
Okay.
14. Woo.
Okay. That will fail.
All right. I can still move. I'm assuming this is considered terrain that's going to take me twice as long to get through, right?
No, you've got water walk right now, and it's not
Oh, yeah.
deep enough to really hinder you
Okay.
anyway. So
All right. I'm just going to move 15 feet kind of outside and around the statue.
okay.
And that'll be it for me.
All right. That will bring us to Ito's turn. So, Ito, your turn is being spent stunned. At the end of your turn, you are no longer stunned. And it is now Alondiel's turn.
Okay. I am gonna open up by, let's see. I'm gonna cast Bless, and I'm gonna put it on Ore, Ito, and Sadzi. And not a second level. I want to cast that as a first level. Because I'm putting it on 3 people. And then I'll use the sword to hope taking damage makes Zerdig wake up. So I'll move the sword from the Z2 slot over to Zerdig and give him a bonk.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Spiritual weapon. Man, 14.
14 will miss.
Man. Rough night. I should have blessed myself.
Yep. Okay.
But that's, yeah. You know what? And then I'm gonna, no, I can't move out of Z2's threat range. I'll move here. That way, if Z2 tries to get to Sadzi, he's got to go around me.
Okay. All right. It is now the statue's turn. So the statue is going to exert control over Mazeki and end the command effect from Ore. So you no longer need to flee. Instead, the protect the statue overtakes. And that is your goal. And it is now your turn.
Okay. So of course he's gonna look really cool. The fear's gonna go out of his eyes, and he's going to say no. And the question is, should I? Wait. No, everyone has really good whiz saves, don't they? Dang it. I was gonna try and charm somebody, but my saves are garbage for that spell. So
But
It's a
you
whole
not
team
worth
of
it.
wisdom save.
you never know when someone rolls that nat 1, though.
I am
Also,
going
Ito's whiz
to.
saves are bad.
Don't give him help.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'm gonna charm person Ito. DC 13.
Whiz save.
It's still a
I
reasonable
will
roll.
note. I will note with advantage because we are actively fighting you.
Yep. And you have Bless, so you get an extra d4 to your
Oh,
save.
that's true. Yeah, tactically that wouldn't be a good plan. I'm just gonna shoot Ito. Wait,
Fair.
no. Sadzi would be much easier to shoot. She has less. Yeah.
But you
She's
know,
Ito is currently
in
Ito
between,
is currently very low.
right? In between you and
Oh,
Sadzi is the dome, though, that you know you can't pass anything through.
well, yeah, but I can run around it. I'm
Right.
fast. Yeah, let's
Ito's at
So
13.
5, 10,
Don't help them.
15, 20, 30, 35. I'm gonna go to there. Oh goodness. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Fantasy Grounds. It's caught up. I'm
Yeah.
going to. Is Hex the one that gives me hit points? No, none of them do. That's right. That's the Warlock special thing that I don't have.
That's the Hexblade thing.
I will Hex Ito with a pack slot.
Okay.
And I will do Strength just to pick a stat for that. Right, Hexes.
Now
Yeah.
my shelves aren't good.
Yeah, your shoves are now garbage. And I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna hit Ito with one of them and hit Sudsy with the other. So first one against Ito is a 10, which misses miserably.
Thank God.
And then a 14, which I think also misses miserably. Sudsy, what's your AC? Oh,
Yeah, my AC is 13.
okay. So that's 1d10. I rolled a 10, of course. So 13 damage plus the 1d6, which is of course 5.
You hexed Ito. You don't get the
Oh
hex
yeah, that's
damage.
right. No, yeah, good. Thank you. I appreciate. I do get the genie damage though, which is 3 thunder.
Okay, so
So the total is 16, 3 of which is thunder, 13 of which is force. And is there anywhere I can hide nearby?
Not easily. You could retreat up into those trees, but you feel that getting that far away would be betraying your
Okay.
objective.
All right. I accidentally closed the map and tried to open Typhon's lab, so my thing's frozen right now, but my turn's done.
Okay.
I will just move kind of away with my bonus action. Or no, wait, I use my bonus action to hex. Never mind.
Yep.
Keeping track of all the action. I wish I had a little tabby thing.
Action economy. It's tough.
I wish I had a button to click on the character sheet. That'd be nice. Like I've used this. I've used this.
All right. Ore, it is your turn. And you just watched Zerdig wail on Ito. And then Mizeki try and attack Ito and Sadzi.
And
Yeah.
ignored your spell.
Yeah, with that, Ore feels the statue's making everybody attack each other. So it is now time to try and stop the statue. If I took a step toward, I can't pass through that barrier, right? Like I'm hitting into a
Correct.
wall.
Yep.
I'm gonna try guiding bolt at the statue.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use my special use.
$5. It eats projectiles. That's my guess.
I'm sure it does. That's my guess as well. And a terrible roll.
Okay.
Looks like 14.
Yeah. You shoot it, and again, as the projectile comes out from your hand, since you're right there, it just immediately hits the wall and just dissipates, and you see the shimmer of the dome as it does.
Feeling a little disheartened with that. Ore is very hesitant to attack his team, but feels he needs to separate them from attacking each other. So I'm going to cast command at 2nd level at Zirdig and Ito. And I'm going to shout retreat at the two of them. Oh, I can't do that. That's another action.
Yeah.
I don't have a bonus action for that.
You can still shout it. It just won't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. I just shout,
Run!
run! No, I'm darn, I don't want to shoot my team, but I do feel like I gotta hit Mizeki. Maybe that's what I should do. I'm gonna use my arrow shot at Mizeki.
Now hold on. Why do you feel you need to hit Mizeki? That's just rude.
You ran out there and you're shooting other members of the team.
Because
You've
fair.
got
Away
multiple
all
of us now.
Yeah,
Fair.
granted, everybody else is fighting each other, but I'm not entirely sure who's against me. I know you're against me, so I have to target you.
Okay. So that is a ranged attack. You are in melee with Zerdig, so you have disadvantage.
Understood.
Unless you have do you have crossbow expert for some reason?
I do not.
Didn't think so.
It always
War
seemed
Mage
like
doesn't really give me anything in this case. No.
Yeah, it always seemed like War Mage should. Like War Mage should let you.
Yeah. It just
Or the
does
feat
other things for you.
Or Warcaster should. Like one of those should allow you to like cast in melee.
So with disadvantage, that's 17 against Zirdig.
Against Zerdig? I thought you were attacking
I'm sorry,
Mizeki.
against Mizeki. I apologize.
Okay.
Against Mizeki.
Yeah, that hits me. How dare you?
Waiting on dice again for damage.
Do I have anything to stop this?
Okay, it was almost a 7, rolled into a 1, so it's not a lot of damage to you, and I'm feeling a lot better about that now. 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then can I move around this sphere? Like, can I like run my hand along it, try and find an entrance, or if it's just find out that it's a circle if I circle around the back of this thing?
Yeah, I mean, you can try. Like, holding your hand against it is probably going to be more of your whole turn. But like, as you move, you can find every place you bump into it. Sure, like every time you try and get closer to the statue.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
To kind of start circling my way around it to see if I can find like if it's just one-sided or if it's completely round. Kind of give myself a better understanding of it.
right.
I can't remember. Did you miss? Did you add your bless? If you did, I wasn't paying attention.
He
My
hit.
bad.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, he hit anyway, so
Okay.
he didn't
that-
even need it.
Did that trigger a saving throw?
No,
No.
it's
Oh,
just
bummer.
radiant damage. He just got me
Well,
with
no, I know,
radiant.
but sometimes like
he
charms or
was
sleep
hoping to end
conditions.
the dominate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It is Zerdig's turn, who still has advantage because flanking was Z2, and will continue to wail on Ito.
Since I left Zirdig's space, does he still get an opportunity attack against me?
Yes, he does. In fact, he will
Yeah.
go ahead and take that. So let me roll one more die here real quick to see if we crit, and then we'll roll the attack against you. So that's going to be a 25 to hit on Ito,
That'll
and
hit.
a 19 to hit on Ore.
Miss on Ore.
Okay. So Ito takes 9 slashing damage. And then he'll strike out at you again. That is a crit because he has improved critical. So that is going to be 19 slashing damage to Ito.
Ito is down.
Okay. And then with
Oh, no.
that, he will bonus action command Z2 to attack Alondiel, and then that will happen. And so we have a +4 to hit, I believe is what I said. Yeah, +4 to hit. That's a nat 1, so that will miss. And then it is Sadzi's turn. So Ito is down. Zerdik has rage in his eyes. Mizeki just attacked you and hit you with one of his magic bolts. And no one can seem to get next to the statue or pass anything through it.
Okay. Question. If you cast 8 on somebody who's down, will that give them 5 HP?
It's temporary hit points, so it does not heal them. So it wouldn't.
Okay.
Do
It is not.
It is
Okay,
It raises
here's
their
how it works.
maximum and current temporary. Raises their max and current hit points
But
by
it does
5.
not raise them from 0,
Yeah.
Okay.
specifically. It is not temporary, but it does not
Weird.
raise them from 0.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. I must have been thinking of something else that gives you the temporary hit points every turn. Oh, heroism. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It does
guess-
stabilize them, but it doesn't raise them. Yeah. It's weird.
Okay, so that would bring him back to.
It would just be
Effectively
stable
neutral.
where he doesn't need to make saves.
I can do that as a cantrip.
Okay.
You don't need to use a slotted spell for that.
Okay. All right then. Can I do Scorching Ray and target Zerdig, Z2, and Mizeki?
Yeah. So just let me know who you're targeting first.
Let's go front to back, left to right. So Z2 would be first.
Okay. Go ahead and make the roll there.
A 10.
A 10 will miss.
Okay. All right, and then let's go for Zerdig next.
Okay.
9.
9 will miss.
Okay, and for Mizeki, a 26.
Jesus. Yeah, that does hit.
Let's see, it's 2d fire.
2d fire.
Sorry, 2d6 fire damage.
I like 2D fire. That's great.
Yeah, no, that's good.
It's fantastic.
How many sides does a fire have? How much damage is that?
It's 5-sided.
Yeah, it's 5.
Five
Just still
5
bet-
damage total.
5 damage, yes, total.
Okay.
Better than that 16.
Damage.
And I think that's it for now, although I am going to move around closer to Ore, just so that Zerdig and Z2 have a further distance to try to get me.
If you missed anybody, did you roll your D4 bless?
No, I did not.
The D4s aren't going to help with what she rolled.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Because the one against Zerdig was a nat 1, so that was missing anyway.
That's not gonna matter. Okay.
And
That's right. And
a 10 plus 4 won't get to Z2's
Z2.
AC.
Yeah, it was pathetic and would not have helped. So
Okay. Ito, it is your turn. You automatically stabilize.
Interesting.
Alondiel, your turn.
I am gonna move to there, and I'm gonna do. He's at 0, right?
Yeah, he's 0 and stable.
He can have another 20. I'm gonna 3rd level cure wounds him because he's at 0, so he gets fully healed. So 28.
And that's halved because of the mist
HP.
effect. So 14.
And then I'm gonna try and bonk Zerdig with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And that's a nat 20. That's
Okay.
a crit
That's good. You probably needed that.
for 15 force damage.
15 force damage. Okay. Zerdig's not too happy about that.
Yep.
Okay.
Snap out of it! I yell at him in Elven.
Okay. It is the statue's turn. Again, Mizeki, you feel the reassurance that you need to be protecting this. That is your command. That's constantly happening every turn. But since you have no other charm effects on you, nothing else really
Okay.
matters that happens. But
Yeah.
yep. And then it is your turn.
Okay. So I need to get around to the other side. And what's my speed? My speed's 40. So that was, how many was that? 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 20. Oh god. Ah!
Yeah, like it's super like lagging and freaking out. I'm just like,
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. So 5, 10, 15,
that's 40
20,
is what I
25,
count with
30,
where you are.
35. I have, 40 there. Okay, so I can't reach Thunderwave on both of them, but I can. I'm gonna bonus action my hex onto Sadzi,
Okay.
and then do my blast on split between Ori and Sadzi. So first one on Ori is a 20 to hit.
20 meets, so you get me.
Yay! I do minimum damage. I do 7. Because I add the bonus 3 from Thunder, and then on Sadzi, I rolled a nat 1, so it doesn't matter.
Out of curiosity, did Bezeki roll a concentration check when hit by the Scorching Ray?
I should roll one of those.
Because I
It's a
would like
con
to
save,
not
right?
have disadvantage on strength. Yeah, con save.
Oh, well, he also
Isn't it
moved
a
the
10?
hex
Yeah, no,
to
that is.
Sadzi anyway, so.
Bad.
Well, Yeah, because you went unconscious, right?
Yeah.
And then we brought
Yeah.
you back. Yeah, so I moved it. Are you still unconscious?
No.
No.
Actually, I don't think it matters. I think it just says if you go to 0 hit points while it's on you, I can move it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it doesn't. You
0,
don't
not
have
dead.
to currently be unconscious. That's funny.
Yep.
Okay, so I moved it to Sodzy to focus because I think Z2s and them are going to deal with you.
Okay. Yeah. So
All right.
11 is enough to make your con save because
Yes,
it was barely
it's
any
10.
damage. So okay.
Cool.
That was Mazeki. So it is Ore's turn.
I am. Alondiel, did you hit the statue with your spiritual weapon, or did you hit someone else with their
I
spiritual weapon?
tried to and
Zerdik.
missed.
Missed.
And then I crit Zerdig.
Yeah, and he tried to
Gotcha.
hit the statue before the statue got up its protection. Because
Yeah,
Alondiel was the
it
only one to
pushed
roll
my
higher
sword back.
initiative. Yeah.
Okay.
And you would have been able to see me lift Ito back up.
Cool. Okay, so I see Ado's up. Gosh darn it. I don't think I can make any kind of attack at the statue at all at this point. So, and I don't want to attack my own team.
I just love the idea that Ore is like, everyone's against us.
Why is everyone trying to kill
Well,
me?
I was going to say, once Sadzi started come running around, I got my hand up towards her, like, what are you doing? trying to anticipate if she's going to try and attack us. Me.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it's very clearly to you at this point that Mazeki and Zerdig are the biggest threats to you right now.
right.
Because the statue isn't doing anything, and they are.
And you saw me bless you 3.
I don't have anything that can really do any kind of damage towards the statue that I can think
It's okay,
of.
we don't have to kill him. We can stop
Right. Well, I'm trying
our
to
friends, and then we
yeah.
can deal with the statue.
Just trying to think about how to stop the statue without killing our friends.
We could stabilize them.
Actually,
do
I'm
that.
going to just turn to
They do it
Mazeki
really
and I'm
well.
going to cast sleep at Mazeki.
Okay.
Ooh.
That might work because Maseki's hit points are so low.
So I have to roll. What do? I roll 5d8.
It's like 5d8 or something for a
The
first
total
level.
is how many hit points of the creature. Okay, yeah. If I've just focused it all on him without having to share with anybody else. Cool. So 5d8. One moment.
Wait, what's happening?
He's trying to put you to
Casting
sleep.
on you.
Does sleep work on me? I'm a fae.
Is it a feature of your class that says you can't be put to sleep?
Yeah,
or of your race?
are
I
you
don't
one of the
think-
specific Fae who get that? Because for some reason, some of the Fae descendants get immunity to sleep, but some of the actual Fae don't.
It'd be
spell-based
under
creatures.
defenses.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you have
Hold
it.
on, I'm just double checking. Yeah. Okay, it's not a whole person, so because this affects creatures, not humanoids. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, sleep.
Yeah,
22.
I'm not. It's funny as a actual fae, don't have the fae resistance to charms
Or sleep. Yeah.
or anything else. Yeah, it's great. So am I asleep?
22. Do you have
I
less
have
hit points than
19
that?
current hit points. Yes,
You are asleep.
taking a nap.
Cool.
I guess you still have
So he
water
just
walk, so
kinda-
you're asleep on top of the water.
Well, yeah,
So
his legs just
drowning.
kind of pull together under him, and he just kind of plonks down.
yeah, I was like, "Ooh, you're in the water right now. You're gonna start." Nope, water walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast. Wait, that's not going to work for me. I can't cast Shield of Faith because I can only cast a cantrip separately. Okay, so that doesn't work. I'll do my cosmic arrow against the statue again. See if I can figure out if I get a little luckier of a shot.
Okay.
Roll high. Can you arch it? Or does
Kind
it
of
have
shoot
to be a
up and
direct?
down. Can I lob it? Can I lob the arrow up and down? Let's find out. See if I can volley this thing in. Oh, my rolls just suck today. Looks like 18.
Okay. again, the projectile goes, and again, since you're standing right next to the barrier, it just immediately hits it and stops, and you see the shimmer of the dome around it.
And the shimmer does show that it is complete around the top of it. It's not like a
Yep.
cylinder. It's a straight up dome. Okay.
Yep, it's a dome.
Cool. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. It is.
As
Go ahead.
no worries.
Okay. It is Zerdig's turn. And seeing you come back to consciousness is going to continue to knock you down. So
He's not really angry that I critted with a magic floating sword.
he's got multiple attacks, but he knows Ito is the larger threat than you are. So, and we have advantage because you're prone and flanking. So let's see if we can get another crit here. Roll another d20 real quick. 26 to hit for
That'll hit.
11 slashing damage. And then, seeing you still conscious, will strike at you again. Let's see if we crit. 24 to hit
That'll hit.
for another 11 slashing damage. And so that should put you down again.
And back down.
Oh, waste of a third level slot.
And he will again command Z2 to attack Alandiel. That's a 6. I don't think that's going to connect.
Nope.
And it is Sadzi's turn.
Okay. Info question.
Okay.
Is the statue that we're facing considered an aberration, a celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead?
You wouldn't know for sure, but you would assume that is a construct of some sort.
Okay. Darn it. I keep trying to find a spell that'll work. None of them seem to work.
Yeah.
Would
So-
you be able to try to dispel magic on the barrier itself that's protecting it?
It does say one creature, object, or magical effect. But that's my...
That would count as a magical effect. Maybe.
I'm assuming
I leave it to the DM.
I'm assuming invisible walls count as magical effect.
Yeah, it's definitely a magical effect. Make an Arcana check for me, Sadzi. There have been enough things going on that I know what this spell is, but
Not with a roll of 9. No, I would not.
okay, yeah, no.
Oh, plus D4.
Plus a d4, right, because you're blessed.
Okay.
The elf god comes down and is like, yo, what about when you were in school?
Okay, so add 4 to that, so
So-
that gives me a
so
13.
13? It's a spell you've heard of before, known as Wall of Force, and it cannot be dispelled. The only way to destroy it is with the Disintegrate spell. Or just let it run out.
By let it run out, is that a time limit run out
Yeah,
or
there's
an...
a duration.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
duration on the spell. The statue can only keep it up for so long. So
Is there also like an
Yeah.
HP for it as well? So if you keep banging at it, it'll eventually fall?
nope, it's immune to all damage, and nothing can
There does
physically pass
disintegrate.
through the wall. So,
Right. Well, balls.
so basically, what you know is the fight right now is between Mizeki, Zerdig, and Z2, and the rest of you. And until one side comes to victory there, that's pretty much it. Or if you can find something that doesn't have to physically pass through the barrier.
Is the radiant damage out of the guiding bolt considered physical for this case?
Yeah, it's a
In this-
projectile.
Bolt
Projectile?
is
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume bolt, chill touch, bonfire, all of those won't work.
So anything
Now,
projectile
bonfire, you're
for
just
sure.
creating it in range.
you
You're
have
just
to
creating
have
something
line of
in range.
effect to your target. You can't bonfire inside of it
Oh,
because you can't pass through. It's the same thing as like a glass pane technically counts as blocking you because you physically can't go through it. You have to have line of effect still. This comes up all the time. This spell, it's so confusing.
Yeah. It's a nice little spell.
Yeah.
well, the spell isn't necessarily confusing. Basically, the answer to every question is screw you.
I mean, yeah, it's relatively simple. It's just like people don't understand and they forget that line of effect is a thing all the time. It's like you can't fireball behind a closed door or do anything.
Yeah, because I mean that requires line of sight. So, but yeah, fireball's also
Well,
a
yeah.
projectile and would not go through a wall of force.
Well, yeah, but even if you can see it, just because you can see it doesn't mean you can get to it, basically. And magic is actually cast by tiny little gnomes who have to run up to your target and do the magic.
Fireball says it's a little bead that goes and goes boom.
Right.
Well,
It's-
yeah, who do
it's
you
a
think
projectile.
carries the
Yep.
bead?
Yeah, but I figure
The
firebolt
gnomes.
is. I mean, firebolt is sort of like radiation. Like you can
Yeah.
stop if it's not
It's
a huge
it's not that
particle.
complicated.
You can stop it with a piece of paper.
Yeah, it's not that complicated. Magic is controlled by gnomes, and the gnomes have to be able to walk to your target.
Sure, whatever, dear.
And it's supposed to be a gnome.
Anyway, I think I'll do aid for Ore, Elandiel, and Ito. And it's not going to help Ito very much, but that'll at least get him stable. And I can get up to 3 creatures.
Mm-hmm. You can choose yourself if you want to choose yourself instead of Ito.
We do have a
Yeah.
healer still on Ito.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast it on myself instead of Ito. But the rest stay the same.
Okay.
How many hit
So
points is it?
Yeah.
+5.
And that
5.
increases your maximum for the duration of the spell as well. So. Okay. Anything else you want to do, Sadzi? Move or anything?
No, I think I'm okay because I'm not close to anybody who's going to try to hit me. And the statue is, I don't know, continuing its reign of screw you guys.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ito, again, you automatically stabilize on your turn. And Alandiel, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hit Zerdig again with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
That is a 27 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 12 force damage.
Okay.
And I say sorry. And he needs to make a wisdom save of 16.
Wisdom of 16. 6.
And he will take 2d12.
I love how this was all preceded by me and Zerdig doing an excellent job going through that door in that other place.
Yep. Five more damage.
Okay. Zertic is not looking too good right now. All right.
Snap out of it.
It
Wake up.
is now the statue's turn. Again, Mizeki, you just get the overwhelming sense where control is essentially being re-exerted over you that you need to protect the statue.
I am my best, okay?
Yeah. And oh wait, you're unconscious from sleep.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
asleep.
Yeah.
It wakes
I'm
you.
having a nap.
Damn it.
Okay.
He's fighting in his sleeps.
So yeah, so you are awoken from that with the instructions. to protect the statue.
This is the worst day.
And
Can't even
Up,
have
down,
a
up,
nap.
down, up, down.
then it is your turn. And then Ore, you're up next.
Okay. And so I've lost Conk, obviously, because I was unconscious, so Hex is gone.
Yep.
I'm just going to blast. Ito's back up, right? Or is Ito still down?
He's stabilized. He's
Still
down.
down.
He's down and stable.
I did not bring him back up because he was going to get immediately booped back down again.
Yeah.
Although you almost did take out Zerdik, so.
I'm going to move to there and
Okay.
blast Sodzi twice. Boop. That's a 14 to hit. I think Sodzi has 13.
Yes.
Haha. Damage. 9 plus 3 thunder, so 12. And the next one is a 10.
Okay. I have absorb elements, and that's a
It's
reaction.
force. So force is not an element technically.
Oh, okay, I
Okay,
thought maybe
yeah,
some of
but
that was thunder.
You can absorb the 3, yes, if you want.
That keeps you standing. Do it.
Yeah, you don't roll the damage for it, because it does the damage later. I think when you next make a melee attack.
Yeah, you just absorb. It's
Yeah.
resistant, so you get half the
You
damage
you
of
take
that type.
you take 1 damage basically. You actually get 2 out of this because half of 3 is 1.5.
And it rounds down.
Cool.
Yep.
So you only
Okay, so
you only take 10 damage instead total,
okay,
and the second shot misses.
so that puts me to 6.
Yeah, and if you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 thunder damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, I guess, run 30 feet this direction and then be done. I'm trying to make you guys go away, but you won't. You just keep standing there like assholes.
Yup. It's kind of annoying, right? Ore, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to bonus action cast Shield of Faith on Sodzi. You get a +2 AC. And I am going to chase after Mazeki and rush right up to him and hit him with Primal Savagery.
Okay.
I would like to Featherfall. I have so few spells. Oh my god.
That's a 22
Why
to
is
hit.
Yeah, that hits. Why is everyone hitting me so hard?
You don't know how hard they
Well,
hit
let's
you
be
till
fair.
they roll
You
damage.
kind of started it, so
Yeah,
one of those things.
that's true.
I mean, you do realize you've done like
13
Yeah.
acid damage to you.
I mean,
Yeah.
31 points of damage to me.
technically,
Nice.
Ito started it.
Yeah, it's Ito's fault. That's the official story. We're blaming Ito. I am at 6 hit points.
Hey, you're tied with Zerdig. Congratulations.
Yay!
And as Ore is standing face to face with you, he says, "Please stop."
All right. It is now Zerdig's turn, and so Zerdig will move and flank Alondiel with Z2, and then start striking at Alondiel. Let's see if he can get a hit out of this with his elven accuracy. Maybe a crit if he's lucky. No. 19.
Ooh, that'll do it.
Okay. 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And second strike is a crit.
Most of what I've learned thus far is that we are very glass cannony as a party.
Is 14 slashing damage.
Some of us.
Well, it doesn't help the tank got stunned and lost. Is now
Yeah.
4 rounds in without getting a turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we have a point of failure, is what I'm saying.
Well, like, it was one of the tanks got stunned, the other got charmed.
Yeah. The other is whooping the tank's ass.
So, yeah. Found the point of failure. And then, Alondiel, I'm guessing you're still up with that. So we'll
Still up, yep.
bonus action tell, what's his name? Z2 to
Z2.
strike you. Advantage because of flanking. Ooh, this is something that hasn't come up yet.
Does Z2 get his
Does
improved crit?
Z2 get his improved crit? I'm gonna say no. So if Rega's listening in the future, that question is answered. So that is just going to be a 23 to hit, but not a critical.
That'll hit.
Okay. For 8 force damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then it is Sadzi's turn.
I'm gonna be a brat, and I'm gonna run up to Mizeki, and I would like to Fanged Bite as a melee attack.
All right. Let's do it.
What the hell? You've literally never used this attack.
It's a melee attack. If I can make it, I get an extra 1d6 thunder.
Can you move to the other side of him to be flanking?
She can.
Oh yeah, sure I can.
Yep.
Stab the shit out of you.
This cat just jumps on you.
The cat lured you into a false sense of security and then bit your hand.
So that's a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
How much does your bite do? 1d4 plus 3 plus 1d6 thunder?
Uh-huh.
And this may kill me. Will knock me unconscious.
So that's
Yep.
7 points of damage.
I am at a -1, so I am
Well,
unconscious.
plus 1d6 thunder.
It all still counts as one attack, so I'm just unconscious.
Yeah, because it's not going to be
And
enough
It's
to
just
kill
2.
you.
Yeah, you're not gonna do enough to. You're not gonna do another 30 damage with the 1d6. So
Okay. All right.
Zeki looks very offended as he goes unconscious.
And
And you
I
regain
don't-
some hit points, don't
I think
you?
I do.
Yes, you should,
Check
I
the attack
believe.
roll.
So I get wasn't it whatever I rolled for thunder?
No, it's your total. Like, look at the attack on it. Click on it.
You regain hit points equal to the piercing damage dealt by the bite. And then you
So
gain a bonus to
7.
the next ability check or attack roll you make. The bonus equals the piercing damage dealt by the bite.
Yeah. So just the 7.
Awesome.
Yep. So you regain 7 hit points. And
7 of my hit points.
Yep.
This is theft. You
You hit me for 31. Shut up.
Okay. Ito, you're still just stable. So it is to Alondiel's
5
turn.
without a turn, going strong.
Okay, I am going to have Zerdig. I'm going to try and hit him with my spiritual. I'm going to move the sword and try and hit him.
Okay.
15.
Miss.
And
you
he
have a
needs
luck
to-
point if you want to use it, though.
Oh, true.
I don't know how low you are and if it's that critical that you kill him before he kills you.
It's pretty important. But I still have the chance. I'll do it. I'll burn it. Why not?
Okay.
There we go. That'll drop. The 26 to hit.
26 will hit. Yeah.
Or please be enough damage. 12.
12. Zerdig goes down.
Okay. And I will let's see how many spell slots of each level I've got. I'll do a second level cure wounds on Ito.
Okay.
So he will heal 2d8 is 16 plus 4, so you'll heal 20.
And then half to 10. So yeah, that fog.
Get back up. I reach
lasting
down,
effects.
put my hand down, heal him.
Okay.
Breathing heavy, uncomfortably.
All right. It is now the statue's turn. And both of
Oh,
its
oh, dang it! I was gonna say, can I toll the dead the statue? But we talked about area of effect.
Line of effect. Yeah.
both of the charmed creatures are unconscious. They both immediately stabilize. And it is now Mizeki's turn. Mizeki, you're stable and unconscious. I don't think you can do anything with that. So, Ore.
Oh, so he is stable then.
Yep.
Yes.
I was going to reach down and backhand him and say, take that, but I was going to cast Spare the Dying on him, but it sounds like I don't have to do that now. I am going to... How rough does Zirdig look at this point?
Zerdig is down too.
Laying down on the ground.
He
You
is
see
down.
me
He
Yeah.
is down.
standing there, breathing heavy with a very bloody face.
I have to move away from the wall of force to do healing word on Ito, right?
I healed him.
Oh, Ito is healed. Oh, that's all.
How much did you heal him?
How much again?
20.
Nice.
So
Cool,
for
10.
10.
Okay.
I look at Sadzi and I say thanks, and I cast healing word at you.
Thanks.
I appreciate.
It's rolling slowly.
Rolling. Get
Looks
those
like
dice
8.
bags rolling.
So just 8. With that, I start approaching the circle and the remainder of our team. I make no offensive gestures towards the statue as I approach the rest of the team.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to make a joke earlier when you said it went into an offensive stance, and I know you mean like attacking, but I imagine like middle fingers up.
Middle fingers up. All right.
Very offensive.
WWE
Very
wrestler
offensive stance.
entering the ring.
Okay.
All manner of terrible hand gestures.
All right. Zerdig is stable. And this brings up another point. Is now that Z2 gets to act as he would. However, Z2 was not charmed, just following the commands of Zerdig. So Z2 is now back on your side as well, and is not doing anything to anybody. So, Sadzi, your turn.
Gosh, fighting was so much fun. I'm almost tempted to do it again. But
Yeah, and it was so good. You healed a little bit from it. Felt so
it
good.
must be that blood.
Centaur blood. Rare delicacy.
A little gamey. Not bad though. If anyone wants to make suggestions at me, I'm willing to listen.
There's nothing to, there's no real way to attack this stupid statue. Is that a pedestal on the ground that it stepped away from? Is that
Yes.
actually like a spot?
Yes, that is a pedestal.
Wait, aren't you a druid? Do you have Move Earth?
I do
Dig.
not have Move Earth.
Oh.
I thought about that as well, but I don't have it prepared, so it's not something that I can do at the moment.
Yeah, but you're a druid.
Why?
Okay, what am I missing that I'm a druid?
You
If
could
only there
prepare
was
it
some
tomorrow.
kind of animal that could burrow.
Does Wall of Forest doesn't go underground then?
It's a dome.
No, it makes a dome.
Oh,
Magic
well,
badger, magic
I
badger,
totally
magic
thought
badger.
about that too. Yeah, I turn into a giant badger and I start digging underneath this thing.
Fuck yeah, honey badger.
That's also the last of my wild shapes.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Leaf badger.
I don't know if I can do anything else. I don't need to hit anybody. I guess I can do aid for you, but that's honestly, I think, about it.
And
Well,
aid
okay.
lasts for 8 hours, and so doing it again would do
CR.
nothing.
Again, is okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Turn into a
So if
turn
I
into a
dig
cave
underneath this thing, I pop up right next to it, right?
turn into a cave badger, they specifically have tunneler, so they leave tunnels behind them when they tunnel. The other regular badger doesn't.
How big is a cave badger?
They're both medium. They're both the same.
But what's
Otherwise, the
its
cave badger's just
CR?
CR 1/4. They're
Okay,
both
yeah.
1/4, I think. Yeah, it's just it has tunneler specifically. It's basically the same thing, just with the thing it should have had to begin with.
Okay, well, since I don't really have anything I can do and I need to actually take my turn, I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good. I'll move over and touch you. And if by chance the statue is one of those certain types of creatures, you can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. If it's not, oh well.
Okay. You said you're moving over next to Ore for that?
Yeah, that's only 20 feet, so I can do that.
Okay. All right, Ito, it is your turn. You are conscious with 10 hit points.
Immediate second wind.
Okay. Again, half the healing from that. So Ito got a turn after 6 rounds of combat. Yay!
Yay!
Cool, I heal 6.
Yay! Okay. Anything else that you want to do?
So what's the, like, situation?
Yeah, I guess you coming up.
I wake him up and then he goes down.
Zerdig and Mazeki are unconscious, and the statue is standing there menacingly, and no one seems to be able to get to it.
Standing there menacingly.
Okay.
Angry statue.
Ito, having not seen the several failed attempts to get through this barrier, is just gonna swing a hammer on it.
Yep. And the hammer makes contact and reverberates, and, nothing happens. But yeah, you definitely hit something solid.
I rolled for fun and I critted one of the attacks. I'm mad.
Nice. You crit the wall, and it does nothing. Alontiel, it is your turn.
He hasn't dug through yet. He's just turned into the badger.
No, he hasn't even done that.
I haven't even done that yet.
Hasn't gotten to his turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the rare thing that I don't know if I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
At first level for 7. Okay. And I'm just gonna go do I'll do a medicine check because I haven't verified that Zerdig's okay and not dying. So I want to make a check on him to
Yeah. So he is stable.
a 13. Okay. I tell him in Elvish, I'm sorry, and I'll take his weapons.
Okay. All right. Then it is the statue's turn. Seeing that both of its charmed are down, and that you're all still not fleeing, even though you can't get to it, it is going to do something for the first time since its first turn. But what that is now the question. I think we will do this. Okay. All right. Okay. So, what you guys notice, Otis, is the statue seems to completely vanish, as well as the wall around it. As you look around, you see that the statue is now way further there on this map towards the south, but that's actually east of the world, and is gone now about 200 feet away from you. to the point where they
So
are
it's
off the map. And that happened, as far as you guys could tell, in the blink of an eye.
great. It can teleport.
I apologize. Which direction on the map is that again? That's east. That's
So
south of
down.
us.
So
South.
so yeah.
Gotcha.
So down on the map is east in the world. So yeah, and so it's way off the map. It's 200 feet away. You can see it, and it is now your turn. Mizeki's unconscious. Ore.
Okay, so it is 200 feet away. Let's see. What do I have that has the most range?
Most of your super far stuff is probably 120.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. It's like
Sorry,
guiding bolts 120.
300 feet away. I did my math wrong.
300 feet. Gotcha.
Yes, I did my
300 feet
math
away.
wrong.
And that's further away from town. Or is that
Yes,
closer to
that's
town?
further from town.
Further from town.
Hmm.
All
Is it
according to plan.
still holding a. Is it in the water or is it on another island?
It is out of the lake at this point on the shoreline.
Out of the lake on the shoreline. I start running towards it. I'm not going to cover more than the 60 feet in around, but I start running in that direction.
Okay. All right. Zerdig will remain unconscious. Sadzi.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow behind Ore, even though I'm significantly slower.
Okay.
Actually, can I spend some of those feet to try to drag Mizeki up onto an island so at least he doesn't accidentally drown or anything?
Yeah, so when you grab Mizeki, you'll move at half speed. So
So it's
it,
20 feet to Mizeki, and I have 35 move speed.
and then you can
Wait,
spend your action to dash.
Can you drag me? I weigh 600 pounds.
She probably can't, not easily. She's
Yeah,
not strong
what's your
enough.
strength at?
My strength is at 12.
12 times 15
Times 2.
times 2. That's 300. Yeah, you can't even move me if I was naked.
Yeah, so you can't move.
Then I will leave you to drown.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
still hovering above the thing for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't want you to go like face down in the water and drown. That would be sad.
Yeah, that would be very sad, yes.
I mean, at this point, there's probably, I would say, 30 minutes left on the water walk, so half an hour.
Well, maybe Ito can help drag Mizeki 10 feet or so
Okay.
if he heads this way.
All right. It is Ito's turn. Ito is up next.
Would it be easier to push him across the surface of the water? Because would it like slide
Ito will
like ice?
attempt to move Mizeki onto land.
Yeah, you should have the strength for that, right?
With 20 strength, I hope so.
20 times 15 times 2.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
that to spare.
As long as you have at least 20, you're good.
Yeah. That's like exactly what you need to drag him, so. But I think it's going to take your
Cool.
whole movement just to get to him, right?
Yep. So
So
I guess it's dash and then shove him.
Yep, dash and then start dragging him. Okay. Yeah, since you'd move at half speed, or no, drag, you move at 5 feet around at that point
Yeah,
because you're
his
way
max
heavy
speed
down.
is 5.
Yeah, so he will move a single space, and you will be next to him. Yay!
And when he approached, there wasn't any like barrier that he hit. The wall of force is gone.
Yep.
Okay.
The statue is now in the retreat mode. Okay. Alondiel, your turn.
Does the base look like it was something that was made after the statue? Is it like crude workmanship like the village put it there, or does it look like it's ancient as the statue?
It's nice workmanship, but it doesn't look as old as the statue. It looks like it
Okay.
was designed by the town, placed here for, the statue when it appears to go onto.
I'm gonna bash it with spiritual weapon.
The pedestal? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
12.
Yeah, 12's going to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
11.
Okay, yeah. You start chipping away at it. You knock a few bits
Force
of it
damage.
off. Yeah.
I kind of wanted to be slanted, so if the thing lands on it, it'll be at an angle to fall off.
Mhm.
If it ever comes back.
Okay.
That's amusing.
Anything else that you want to do?
Oh dang. Not sure I want. I think still in range. I'll ask the guys if we want to wake any of them up. If you want me to healing word anybody and see.
Let's just hold off on that for right now.
Okay.
They may still continue to be hostile towards us.
And that I can't. There's no way I can chase them down at all. So and I can't help with moving anything. So I'll just, I guess, move slightly more inland on my
Slightly
island.
more inland. Okay.
Yep. And that'll probably be it.
Okay.
Because I can't catch up, and I have nothing at that range.
What is everybody's speed?
35.
30.
Okay.
30.
So besides Mizeki, who's unconscious, our fastest is Sadzi at 35.
Yep.
Sadzi is the only one that can catch the statue then, because the statue is just going to be constantly retreating at this point, because its protectors are unconscious. And, its whole thing is to save life. So, let's switch back into role-playing out of turn order. All of you can continue chasing it if you wish. Sadzi, you're going to be the only one that has a chance of catching it, because it's also got a speed of 30. So it can get 60 feet away and stay 300 feet away from you all at a time.
With that, I'm sure Ore would keep continuing trying to chase it a little bit, and every time it bounces around, he'll start changing directions. After like 3 or 4 times, he's going to stop.
Mm-hmm. You could, in theory, catch it if you change into something faster as a druid. So,
Alternatively, do you happen to have Longstrider?
I do not have Longstrider at the moment either. I don't have that prepared.
okay.
But I didn't use that wild shape, so yeah, I guess I could turn into something faster to chase it. What do I have? Could turn into an elk. That's a 50-foot movement.
You'd definitely be able to catch it with that.
Do you have riding horse available?
So that
I
someone
do have
can ride
riding
you.
horse. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. Bring Ito, please.
That's not a bad idea. As I guess we're starting to chase it and we're realizing it just keeps moving.
Yeah.
As you get close to me, Ito, would you like a ride? And I turn into mechanical riding horse.
Bro, you could
It's
have
not.
done the Gimli quote.
It's not quite the. It's not quite the wheeled ones in steel, but it'll do.
Okay.
And Ito will hop on.
All right.
60-foot movement, so it's 120 around trying to get closer to the thing.
Yep. And
But it continues to bounce around, right?
yeah, so it's going to go 60 feet around. So the reason it got so far in the first round is it can cast Time Stop once per day, and I rolled
Oh.
4, so it got 5 rounds all at once. Which is why to you guys it appeared in a blink of an eye that it happened. It's because time wasn't moving for you. So.
Gotcha.
But-
Stop.
Yep. So you will catch it after a few rounds there. So Ito will push Mazeki up on to dry ground, and then basically Alondiel is tending to the unconscious. Well,
Mhm.
depending on if Sadzi wants to chase after as well, Sadzi will eventually catch, but not as fast as a riding horse.
As Ori would.
Yeah.
Because we have so much fun coming back.
So the two of you will catch up in 5 rounds. You will catch up to the statue. And at that point, you are up against the statue. So, since Ore would get up to the statue, and then it would be Ito's turn before the statue would get to go, Ito, you get your attacks against the statue immediately.
Finally.
And we're not using the map anymore, so I switch us back to our main screen. We are now into the theater of the mind portion of this fight.
And Ito will have probably swapped at some point during the riding. He'll have swapped back to his magic shield and book of stabbing,
Okay.
and will stab with the book.
Stab with the book. All right, go ahead and make
10
your
on the first
attack
swing.
roll. 10 will miss.
How about 20?
20 will hit.
That'll be 13 magical piercing.
Okay. All right.
And then going to bonus action shove it.
Okay. That's just a strength check, right? For it.
Athletics or acrobatics.
18.
21, it is prone.
Okay.
And action surge, I'm hitting it 2 more times.
Okay. Advantage now. Yep.
That's a crit with my improved crit.
Nice.
$18 damage.
18 damage, and that's still the magic weapon, right? Okay.
Yep. 22 to hit.
Okay. That'll hit.
And 12 more damage.
12 more damage. Okay.
And that should end turn.
Okay. And then Sadzi, were you chasing after it as well?
Yes, and I
Okay.
should still have dash, I think. So
Yeah, so you basically gain 10 feet on it every round. But you have your... Oh, no, wait, you don't have that because you're not actually a tabaxi. I was like, you have your tabaxi movement. No, so you gain it 10 feet every round. So it'll still be several more rounds before you will reach it.
okay.
I wanted to check. And so now that you have reached the statue, Ore and Ito, it is going to first off Misty Step away 30 feet and get back to a standing position and then continue running 30 feet as its action to get away.
It gets half speed from standing up from prone.
Misty Step was what it used.
Leaves you exactly
Yeah,
how you
still
were when you
prone.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screw you, statue lady.
Teleports away. Remember, she's still face down on the ground. Has to stand back up.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, not that it matters because Ore is ridiculously fast for
Yeah, we
riding
can
horses.
catch her either way, but
Yeah. So
I just love the idea of teleporting while face down in the water, teleporting slightly further away, face down in the water.
I mean, it's to protect from being attacked.
Yeah.
And then it is So Ore will spend action, or I guess just movement, getting up to it because it's only 45 feet
Just
away.
yeah, I got the 60 feet of movement, or I'm sorry, 50 feet of movement with the horse. I'll rush up,
Wait,
and
it's
you'll
only
hear a
50.
mechanic.
I'm trying to calculate
Yeah,
how
but
many
if
rounds behind.
riding horse has 60.
Yeah, riding horse is 60, or is it?
Yeah, it's 60. I'm
I'm
sorry. Did I say
99%
50?
sure it
60.
is. Yeah.
Yeah,
60. I
it
Okay.
should
apologize.
be.
The elk was the 50. That's why you're off.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to calculate how many rounds behind Sadzi is with reaching and getting in on this fight. And so I was like, wait, if you weren't moving as far,
Yeah.
I need to
And draft
recalculate.
is 40, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just rush up to it, and you'll hear the mechanical horse shout, "Hooray!" and I'll kick it.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Waiting on this. Don't stop there. Don't stop there. Ugh. Rolled a 2. So 7. Probably not
7.
going to hit it.
No, a 7 is not going to hit it.
And I don't have a second attack.
Okay. Ito, you are going to get an attack or 2.
17.
17 will hit.
6 damage.
6 damage.
13.
13. 13 will miss.
And the customary shove.
Yeah, you're beating
14.
it. I got a 3. So
Okay. Prone
okay.
again.
All right. So it's going to be its turn. It is going to. It's going to have to. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, 5 darts of force energy erupt from the statue and all peg Ito on top of the horse. So that is 20 points of force damage.
Ito is down.
And you are automatically stable. And it will then stand up and run 15 feet to get away from the horse. The
Do
horse,
I
I
get an
guess.
opportunity attack?
I guess the horse technically gets an
Yeah.
opportunity attack.
What would I have gotten? I guess she Misty Step last time, so I wouldn't have gotten the
Yeah.
opportunity that time. Okay.
Right, and she can't Misty Step this time because she did Magic Missile. Like, she can be aggressive when she has to be, but pretty much
So
everything is defensive.
it's a little better at 17.
17 hits.
Cool. So 2d4 plus 3. Nice. 11 bludgeoning damage.
11? Okay. It doesn't seem to be as effective as you expect it would be.
Sure, I figured as much. But does she still make the distance? It's not really Sentinel in this case, so I guess she still makes her movement away from me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And did Ito fall off of me at this point with him being down?
he's slumped over, prone. So, yeah, he can't hold on to you, so, yeah, he'd fall off.
Gotcha. I would drop my wild shape at this point. I guess I can't because it's her turn. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, I mean that was it for her turn. So she moved as far as she could, and hit him with a bunch of magic missiles.
Gotcha.
So yeah. So it is your turn. You are
So
next.
is it my turn now?
Yeah.
It is my turn now. Oh, cool. So she's making her distance. I am gonna hit her with my other special use guiding bolts.
Okay.
These rolls are killing me. 14.
14. A misses.
And so that's a special use guiding bolt. Does it still count as casting a spell?
Yes.
Okay. So he's already stabilized. Ito's already stabilized next to me.
Correct.
Okay. How far away is she?
15 feet. That's as far as she could get from
15
you.
feet. So she didn't get very much further. Okay.
Yeah,
I
because
don't think I
yeah.
don't think I have any bonus actions that would do damage at this point, since I no longer have any more wild shapes to cast Starry Archer.
Mhm.
So I close that 15 feet and get adjacent to her, just to continue getting adjacent to her.
Okay. That way you can keep making attacks of opportunity against her.
Yep.
Okay. Um, she's going to run from you, so you get your attack of opportunity, and she'll get 60 feet away.
Cool. Can I? Because I can, because of Warcaster, I can cast an adjacency on an opportunity attack. So could I hit her with inflict wounds at 3rd level?
Yeah. So you can, when an opportunity attacks, you can use the reaction to cast a spell. So the
Cool.
casting
So I'm
time
gonna
must
do.
have one action, and inflict wounds does. So you've got it prepared, right?
I do.
Yep. Okay. So that'll be
That is a. Don't roll. Oh, it was on 14, and then it like delayed and rolled into a 13.
13 will miss.
So, yep, 13 will miss.
Are you blessed?
Am I still blessed, or did that drop?
How long does bless last for?
Bless lasts
1 minute.
for 1 minute, so it's
You-
probably
It's expired.
done.
Long
Yeah.
since expired. Yeah.
So yeah. So you are not blessed. Okay. Yeah, and she'll get 60 feet away from you, and it will be your turn. Sadzi is still about 10 rounds away from reaching at this point.
Cool. I'm gonna do guiding bolt at 3rd level. I'm gonna burn that second 3rd level spell with guiding bolt at her.
Okay.
$19.
19 will hit.
And that is 66 radiant damage for 20 total damage.
Okay. Again, it doesn't seem to do as much as you feel like it should.
Sure. And I'm gonna continue chasing after her to close the distance. So she's 60 feet away. I get 30.
Yep. Okay.
Oh wait. Nope, I can't do that. Never mind.
Okay. Since you are now 30 feet away, from her on her turn, she is going to hit you with 3 bolts from magic missile. So that is going to be 9 force damage, and then she'll move 30 feet to keep you at 60 feet away.
9 force damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And then it is your turn.
Okay. I am considering my options. I'm probably going to charge her again, closing the distance of just the 30 feet and hitting her with guiding bolt again.
Okay, and you have
I
advantage from
recognize
the
it's not
last
doing
guiding bolt.
cool.
So
Looks like another 19.
19 will hit.
And that's 17 damage.
Okay.
Still not as much as I thought it would do, but
Yep. All right, and she will this time hit you with 4 bolts for a total of 8 force damage, and then increase that distance back to 60 feet.
there's no way with my chasing after her I can kind of guide her kind of back around towards anybody else. Like she's just trying to keep distance from the bulk of us, no matter what, right?
Yep. And she's leading you further in towards where Typhon's folly gets bad. So eventually, if you don't catch her or stop her before you get there, you'll be even slower because Water Walk will run out eventually. So
Sure, but we still have water walk up for what, 10, 15 more minutes?
yeah,
Okay.
like there's plenty of time for you to catch and stop her before then. But if you don't, she's going to get away.
I'm keeping up the attacks as I chase her, so I'm gonna do the same thing, 30 feet, and hit her with how she's 60 feet away from me right now.
Yes.
Yeah, 30 feet, and then hitting her with guiding bolt at 2nd level.
Okay. And you have advantage again because of your previous guiding bolt.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Let me hit the button again. That roll was 19. Let's see what the next one says.
It only matters if it's a crit at this point.
It almost was a crit, and then it rolled away from it. So it's a 20 total, dirty 20 on that one.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's 14 more radiant damage.
Okay. And again, not doing as much as you expect it to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what I have that does more damage, but I'd have to be adjacent to her. But I'd have to get I can only dash to get adjacent to her, and still have. Oh, okay. I have an idea then. Never mind. Yeah, so I guess it's her turn again.
Yep.
Sadzi's not getting close enough in this kind of a chase, is she?
Sadzi's starting to
Or-
get close enough, especially because she hasn't been going the full 60 feet. Sadzi's only about 5 rounds away.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, like, the fact that you've, like, kind of gotten her to engage in you a bit to try and stop you has slowed her down enough for, like, Sadzi to really start cutting in the distance.
Cool.
And, like, you guys aren't that hard to track. So, she'll hit you with another 4 bolts for 12 points of force damage. And then increase
Okay.
the distance back to 60. You down yet?
No, I'm at 12 points right now,
Dang
but I'm
it.
still chasing her down.
Yep.
How did she increase the distance to 60 and use magic missile?
Because he's only been closing the distance to 30. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
She's still keeping that.
If you get
I'm
in melee with her, because you have
what I was thinking,
Forecaster, you can AOO. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna dash just to get right adjacent to her, close
Okay.
that in full 60 feet.
Okay.
And then for bonus action, I'm gonna healing word myself.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking that you bonus action to dash, but no, you regular action to dash. I was like, wait a second.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I only have half healing anyway, so I rolled an 8, so I only get 4 out of that, right?
Yep. Okay. And again, she'll hit you with another 4 magic missiles. This time for 20 damage, rolled max on that.
Well, that's enough to put me down, so that's it for me.
And then she'll run 30 feet. Sadzi, at this point, you're only about 100 feet from her. So you'll gain in real quick now.
Okay.
So yeah, you'll have
Well,
your turn. Dashing will cut it down to where she's only 30 feet from you.
okay, I was gonna say, while I'm dashing, is it possible for me to also cast Dispel Magic? Because that has 120-foot range.
So yeah, so since you are starting this turn within 100 feet of her, you could cast Dispel Magic. What are you trying to cast it on?
The statue itself,
Okay.
if that'll work.
It varies.
It varies.
Spell magic's really weird in 5e.
Yeah. So yeah, so if you do that, you would only be able to move 35 feet. So leaving, what's that math? 65.
Also,
Feet.
don't forget you have distance spells, so even if she gets further away, you can keep doing this.
Right. And Ore, you
Okay.
are stable as well, by the way. So
I am stable. Okay.
yes. It's one of the features of the statue. The statue, just anything.
Yeah, it refuses to kill, is what
Yeah.
you said.
Yep. It is incapable of killing. So,
And
including.
as soon as I'm conscious, I'm gonna beat bitch at it.
Yep.
Because it killed all those kids.
It did not. The lab did. It sent them to
Okay,
its
sure,
death. There's
but
a distinction.
if you push children down a well into a flaming pit, it's still your fault.
So yeah. Okay. So yeah. So you want to cast Dispel Magic and then 35 feet. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You cast Dispel Magic. An effect does end. You ended its mage armor. So it is now slightly easier to hit.
I'll take that.
Yep. And so now you're 65 feet away. Is it worth it? What is... You're 65 feet away. Okay. She's going to hit you with 3 bolts of force energy for that, for a total of 9 force damage. And then she'll run 30 feet, putting you 95 feet away.
Okay, you said that was 9 damage?
Yes, 9 force damage. I've got to be getting close to knocking you unconscious too, but I don't know.
How's the statue looking at this point?
Not good.
Gotcha.
She is definitely fleeing for her life. That's the thing, is she's really easy to kill if you can gang up on her, which is why she put as much distance as she could between you guys.
Keep going, Sadzi. You got it. Keep going. Firebolt's 2d10 for you right now, right?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
So roll to attack. Yeah, roll to attack her, I guess.
Yep, because you've definitely got the range. So
Son of a biscuit eater.
10 will miss.
I only got 10.
So okay.
I'm gonna keep running though.
Okay,
She
so
keep running, I keep running.
yeah, so 35 feet closer. So you're now only 60 feet away. She'll hit you with. It's gonna have to be 5, and that's not good. Okay, if this doesn't kill you, she's gonna have to just book it. Okay, that is 5 rolled max damage, so that's 25 force damage.
That would down me.
Okay. And then she's going to run and escape. That was her last spell slot.
Alondiel was not chasing after her at all. He was
Londiel
back
had
where he
no
was.
chance of catching her.
Gotcha.
She's just as fast.
So Ito's down, stabilized. I'm down, stabilized.
Sadzi's
down,
stabilized.
She is stabilized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it knocks us stable.
And at this
kill us.
point, we're all
Everyone.
500-600 feet away from Alondiel.
Yeah.
Everyone start your D4 hours unconscious.
Yep. So, the statue will escape and get away based on where it was heading and what you know about the statue, you may be able to kind of divine and figure out where it went. Everybody go ahead and roll a d4. That's unconscious, so everybody but Alondiel, I guess. I'll roll for Zerdig.
Do I see anybody? I wait after like 10 minutes. Does anybody come back?
Nope.
I will cast after about like 20 minutes. I'll cast Healing Word on Zerdig.
After 20 minutes, you'll cast Healing Word on Zerdig?
Maybe 10.
Okay.
Probably 10. I don't think I'd wait that long. I'd be like, please don't hurt me.
10
Come on,
minutes
man.
you cast Healing Word on Zerdig. Okay, how much does Zerdig heal?
If he's at 0, then he would heal
Max.
for 8. Max.
8.
Yep.
Yeah.
8 max. Okay. All right. Zerdig will come to consciousness then, look around, see that the statue is gone, look at you, and strike you.
Oh. I should have waited. He's like 20 minutes. I should have said yes. 20 minutes. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm counting the time on how long they're dominated for, and it's I don't know why I rolled that with advantage. Sorry, but the 13 was the first. So I'll just count that as
13 will
both.
miss.
So,
Yeah, because I missed. I'm not in between them.
well, it's 13 plus 8 is 21.
Oh, that'll hit. Yeah.
And then the second one with 3 plus 8 for 11. So the second attack, I'm pretty sure misses.
11 will miss. Yeah.
So you'll take 13 slashing damage from the first attack.
Cow.
That was
I'm
fun.
surprised
Bad
you
touch,
didn't
bad
disarm him
touch.
before you woke him up.
I should have waited longer.
Oh wait,
Okay.
no wait. You did say you took his weapons.
Yes. I did. Yes.
You did
Yep.
So
say
he
that.
just bitch slaps him.
No, he's got spells, so he'll do something crazier, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's like all three. He has a lot of spells.
And he hasn't cast a single one. So.
And if Z2's there, he can also command him.
Yep, and he can also command Z2 again. So how about this? How about you make a dex save instead of an attack roll against you?
He flails at you.
Okay, you will
That's a 5, yeah,
take
that's gonna hurt.
11. I think this is acid damage. Tasha's caustic brew. Yeah, 11
Yes,
acid damage.
Ow.
And then he will command Z2 to force rend you. And Z2 will come over and punch you. Let's see. That's only a 10, so I think that misses.
That'll miss.
Yeah.
Yep.
So your turn. What do you want to do?
Make a will save.
Okay. 14.
That fails.
Okay. How much damage is Zerda gonna take?
He's gonna take 2d12. Please drop him. Oh yeah, that'll drop him. Back down.
Yep.
Ow. And I'll take a couple steps back.
Okay.
It's really convenient that Z2 has no type of programming that's just like, if you see someone knock out Zerdig, attack them.
And I'm just gonna sit here.
Because that would be...
And probably cry and pout. My friends.
Right,
They're all
but
gonna die.
Z2 also understands that you guys are friends. So.
Ask Z2 what's going on.
Yep. Okay. So Zerdig is no longer in the range of the statue, and so is not stable. So let's see what happens. That's one save.
Elondiel could just
Does
spare the
Elondiel have
dying
to
on him.
spare the dying? And
Yep.
want to get closer
And
to
I
the
can do it
ground?
as a range. I can do it from 30 feet.
Yep, okay.
I'll do that.
Okay, spare the dying. And since he's now unconscious again, I've got to re-roll his d4, which was an hour. And I was like, perfect. Okay.
Oh, see, I got 4 hours.
Okay.
I got 4 hours.
I got 1.
I got 2.
And I'll re-up Water Walk on me, I guess. Because
Are the rest of us in water?
Nobody else
true.
is in water.
Yep.
You've
Well, yeah,
purposely
but I gotta-
removed
I
everybody.
gotta stay above the mud. That's what I'm saying, though.
Yep.
I'm not sinking back into it.
Okay, so 1 hour later, Ito, you come to consciousness. You look around, there is no sign of Ore or the statue. You can see the tracks that Ore led further into um, the east towards Typhon's Folly.
I guess Ito's going to take a short rest.
Okay, patch up your wounds.
I will wait another hour.
Okay.
Oh, I guess yeah, I'll do that too. I forget. I forget those are things.
At the end of the second hour, Sadzi, you come to consciousness. No sign of the statue. Ill. Um, none of your friends have managed to reach you either. Alandio.
Well, hang on. I'm about what, like 60 feet away from where she fell?
Yeah, after Spare the Dying, I'll
Yeah,
take a short
you're about
rest
60 feet away. You're still
after I
unconscious.
stabilize him.
Um, after those 2 hours, Zerdig wakes up with a major headache. That was a lot of healing you just did there,
I
Ito.
was about to say, did you
Yeah,
mess up?
I
And then I look
used
and no, you did not.
no. I used all of my dice and rolled almost max.
Yep.
Yeah, so you
and,
get
and then
what
it's
is it?
halved. So that's
26?
26.
Yes. Yeah,
Uh,
26. Plus,
Still.
I get 1 from waking up from unconscious because you regain
Yes.
1 at the end of the D4.
Yep.
So I'm at 27 health.
Yep.
When Zerdig wakes up, I take a defensive stance with my shield raised.
He'll just be
Like,
like,
Zerdig,
what
that
happened?
you?
Did we destroy the statue?
It got away.
Interesting.
You
Sorry
went a
about
little crazy.
everything. I was not in control.
You didn't look like you weren't quite acting yourself.
So, Sadzi. Back behind, where you initially passed Ore's unconscious body, he is still there and unconscious. But you could try and track the statue further in land on your own. With your 1 hit point.
Much as I would like to, that's probably a bad idea.
It obviously can't kill you, so
We're gonna Minecraft it. We're just gonna keep going.
It can't
Whittle it
kill
down.
you.
but
I mean, I'm a
Other
cat, not a
things
pursuit
out
predator.
here.
yes, other things can, and you are no longer under the effect of water walk.
Yeah, for now, I think I will curse and start making my way back towards Ore and Alandio.
Okay. So you want to just camp out by Ore until Ore comes to consciousness, or just walk right on past and be like, screw it. Alandale, here I come.
I mean, if I leave Ore but I continue to get help, I mean, I feel like that would be slightly more useful.
Let's do get help. Got it.
And at about this point, Ito is following the trail outwards and meets her halfway.
Please note I am probably muttering many curses under my breath.
Actually, sorry. Oh, no. Yeah, you took the extra rest. I was like, wait a second. I asked what you were doing, but you took your short rest. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah, so at about the 2-hour mark, he'd be following the trail outward to find where they went.
And at the about 2-hour mark, she starts heading back in. So since she's slightly faster, it's a little less than the halfway point for you to her. That you two meet up. Yay! You meet up with a friend.
But still several hundred feet from Elondiel.
Yeah. You guys got a ways away from him.
Ito spots Sadzi. Like, are we just walking through mud, or are there like bushes or anything?
So it's starting to where the plants are starting to grow again is like where you guys reached, but not too bad to where it's difficult terrain yet. So plants
Okay,
and
I was
you
more
guys,
just thinking.
yeah,
East.
you're far enough away from the shoreline. that you're not right up against the water where it's muddy.
Okay. So Ito is trudging along, and I think he spots Sadzi a little before she spots him, because he's taller. He's got pretty good vantage point over all of these little bushes.
Yeah, but she's
And
a
he
cat and
starts
she's
making his way.
stealthy.
Fair. However, she's a very angry cat who is muttering about things.
Stupid statue. I'm gonna have to go and kill it.
This is a PG-13 stream, or else I'd tell you what I would be muttering, okay?
All right.
So as soon as he finds her, he's gonna pretty quickly try to move over to her and curse a little bit himself that he has long since run out of healing potions.
I just want to point
We
out
really
I'm
need to work on our supply.
I just want everyone to be aware of that.
Everyone to be aware of what?
That Mizeki is unconscious still.
Oh yeah. So is
It's
Ore.
important that they know.
Got another 2 hours for that.
Take it easy.
Sadzi, are you okay?
I am not okay. There is mud in places there should not be mud, and that friggin' statue escaped.
Ah, I see. When you say escaped, did it take Ore or
No, unfortunately, I can't move him. He's back there, so I figured I would head forward and see if I could get anyone who could help me either move him or bring someone to help him.
well, suppose it's convenient that I'm here then. Let's see about this. And I think with a 20 strength, Ito can probably start hauling Ore back.
Yeah. And I don't even think it's to the drag speed. I think it's just half speed for you. So
You just chuck him over your shoulders.
even
I
with
was
that,
hoping he would use like some ropes and like put me on his back like C-3PO to Chewbacca.
yeah. So even with moving at half speed, you get back plenty of time before Ore comes to consciousness, and before Mizeki comes to consciousness, and you see Zerdig and Alandiel chatting, figuring out over next to Mizeki's body.
Ito at this point is covered head to toe in a mix of brown and red in just not great combinations because he hit the dirt probably 5 times in that combat. Um, so
You're
he's trudging along with the most makeshift of bandages one can imagine.
You probably also have purple patches and red patches from bruises that are going to form.
Right.
Oh, those are not visible under the mud.
Okay. You just have like your ghetto, I ripped the bottom of my tunic for this type
Pretty
bandages.
much.
Okay. At the end of the 4 hours, so 2 additional hours, about like an hour and 45 minutes after everybody gets back to camp, Ore and Mazeki finally wake up and come to consciousness.
Did we get
Oh.
her? Were we able to stop it?
No, sorry. I tried, but my firebolt went wide.
It was quite a challenge to bring it down as best we could. I still think it was a valiant effort.
Um,
It,
Should
it
we
ran
pursue it?
east.
yeah. I would also like to point out at this point, it is the middle of the night. So, and you haven't had a long rest in over 24 hours at this point. However, you would probably know that your best chance is to pursue it tonight without resting. And track it.
I
Ore
think-
stands up and casts healing cure wounds at 2nd level on myself.
Okay.
Zeki's just gonna be silently talking to Voltaire. I think it's Voltaire.
Okay.
About, okay, have you ever been like imprisoned like that or forced to do stuff? And also, why were you trapped? I guess. And he's being very skittish because obviously he's still low health, but also just like, yeah, lots of things around here could murder him, including his party.
Yeah. You'll get the response, and he goes, "It's not easy to have your mind completely dominated and controlled by someone else. You resisted as well as you could."
Definitely not something I enjoyed, and it's Valaris. I always get that. I don't know why I call him Voltaire. Voltron.
I don't know. And that is just the name he gave you, so.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
That's how he refers to him.
So.
Mizeki should just change it every time.
Yeah. Vernon.
So what
Vamos.
is your plan, everybody? It now has
mean,
4
Mizaki's
hours
gonna-
of distance on
yeah.
you.
Mizaki's going to strongly advocate for going back and resting somewhere safer
We're
because
just
we're
outside of
obviously not
town.
going to catch it in the dark.
I
Yeah,
don't
Ito's
believe
going.
we should let it go. This may be our best chance to take it down.
It may be our only chance to take it down.
Are you sure you can track it?
My survival is +8. I mean,
You've got
Ore
3
feels
really
little
good
confidence.
trackers.
I
Sadzi,
mean,
Mizeki, and
I've-
Ore are all really good trackers.
Oh, yeah, I guess technically I am.
I mean, I feel confident I could track it. Whether or not I can finish it, that's the question.
And Ore, you remembered only to heal half of that from the cure wounds, right?
I did. I only took 6 from it.
Zerdig
I
is
haven't
going to
gotten
go
any
ahead.
healing, right?
Zerdig's going to go ahead and heal himself up some.
So I'm at 1 hit point.
So let's see. Zerdig will do Cure Wounds on himself twice at first level for 9 and then 6, so 15.
Mizeki, I hand you a healing potion.
He's at 1 hit point.
Yeah. You gonna
I mean,
punch him?
As am
my
I.
punch for my unarmed strike is 0. I can't even punch him for 1.
Uh,
I can cut him with my. I'll come. Hey, you want some percussive maintenance?
I mean, Zerdig can punch him for 1.
I mean, I guess at this point, whatever.
I could bite him again.
Zerdig will just come over, pop you
And I
unconscious.
still handed you that healing potion.
Okay, so I'll have a healing potion.
Okay, so you're now
Healing.
unconscious so that the cleric can work their magic.
Yeah. Okay. Because if you're at 0, then you heal 12.
And then half because of the
Cool.
fog.
Is
So,
it just a regular potion of healing?
yes.
Yes, it is.
Wait,
Add 2.
which potion of healing is that?
I do not recall where we've had it. I've had it in my inventory for a very long time.
Interesting.
Or he's been holding out on it. Alright, so 6.
I'm
Mhm.
fairly certain Mizeki has the one I'm questioning.
I just added one.
So,
I don't have any other potions in my list.
who did you give them to? Because you found
I don't know.
potions in the base when you were defending in Kuche.
Does Elandale not have them?
You were the one that found them, and you force fed one to Ito as part of that fight, and that left
Oh,
you with 2. One of them
yeah.
had a black symbol. One of them had no symbol that you could see.
Didn't we get those identified later?
No, you went to get them
No, these are the
identified
ones
later,
we didn't get identified, right?
and
I
then
thought
you
we sold
forgot to
those.
get them identified.
Did we sell those? I don't know.
No, we didn't sell them. You still got them.
Okay,
I
I don't
think they're
have
in the
them in
bag of
my
holding, aren't they?
list. Yeah, that would make sense. They would be in the bag of holding if we don't know what they are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's my guess.
So
is that's where they are.
Alondiel has them. Noted.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you've got 6 healing from Alandiel, and then I guess you have a potion that you can heal 2d4 plus 2
I guess.
if you want to use it.
I'm gonna not use it right now.
Okay.
That seems silly.
So, what do you all wish to do? Do you wish to try and rest or press forward and try and track down this statue before it gets a chance to recover?
Ore's all for tracking it down now, because this might be our only opportunity to really be able to get some damage on it.
Yeah, and I think Zerdig agrees with that as well. Zerdig is very angry about what
Yeah.
happened to him in C2.
I mean, if the party agrees to go, Mizuki will go. He doesn't feel strongly about it. He just doesn't want to get knocked out again.
Yeah.
He doesn't enjoy being knocked out.
Well, I'm ticked off, so I'm all for following the statue and trying to get it.
Okay.
Honestly, Mizuki's focus is mainly going to be on using prestidigitation to clean himself and glaring at Sadzi.
All right.
I'll get Water Walk up and say, why not? Let's do it. I'm low. I'll try to keep you alive. Otterwell makes no promises.
Okay. So, between the 3 of you that are all proficient in survival and have really good, whoever would like to can either make checks separately, or one of you can make with advantage, and then the third person can just make a check.
I'll just keep guidance up on whoever's making the check.
All right.
I'm proficient with +8. Can anyone beat that?
I've got
Nope.
a +5. What's yours, Sadzi?
+6.
All right,
Ore,
so
you're at.
I'll support Ore, and then Sadzi, you make the solo check.
And have
I have my
Ore-
own guidance. I can cast guidance on myself for this.
okay.
So as well.
Okay,
So
I'll give
So
it to
you'll
Sadzi
guidance
then, too.
Sadzi. Okay,
Yep.
so Ore rolls with advantage in 1d4. Sadzi rolls flat with it 1d4. Coolio. Wow. Okay, never mind. Ore just rolls and we do that.
25 plus whatever 4 turns out to be.
It's 5.
Well, I got a 20 with everything combined, so.
Okay.
Nice.
And Ori's D4 is still running, but 25 plus at least 1. Plenty. Easy enough to track the statue.
+2, 27.
All in all, it's going to take you guys about 5 hours because it had 4 hours to reach you. And so Alondiel's going to be water walking. Because of this and not having a long rest, when you do reach the statue there, you are all suffering from 1 point of exhaustion from forced march. But you do see the statue there, on the edge of another small town that you tracked it to. Given how middle of the night it is and dark, you can't quite make out too much of this town, but you see it is there and it is frozen, and the baby is back out, just like it was initially.
Has anybody not wished?
No.
Say that again.
All of you have.
Everybody made a
Okay.
wish, yeah.
I was
We've
like,
all
wish
made an
that we're all
attempt.
fully healed.
I am. Am I the only one that has the 120 feet dark vision besides Ore? I know you get it.
Mine's
from your
300 feet.
subclass.
The moment I see
Yeah,
that the
you get that
statue's there, I give everybody the 300 feet. I'll
Okay.
kick
Spend
that
a
back
spell
out to
slot to
everyone.
do that, right?
Nope, because I did not cast it in the last day.
It is.
So we haven't used it since we haven't used it since the laboratory, and it's been like 3 rests since then, or 2 rests since then.
I thought you had used it when you arrived in Blue Lake, because it was nightfall by the time you got to Blue Lake.
Oh, did we?
Oh.
If that's the case, then because I didn't have it checked, so
Because you did 14 hours.
Yeah.
Hours to get to Blue Lake that
makes
night.
I don't know that I would have cast it. We may have, because everyone would have had torches and everything, and I still we wouldn't have necessarily have needed it walking into town.
Yeah, but you as soon as you knew the statue was there.
Yeah.
Oh, this statue here.
Yeah, when it was outside of Blue Lake.
Yeah, that makes sense because we would have done that to
You're
prepare.
right. Okay, then yeah. So I
do you not have a spell slot to do so?
I have 1 spell slot left at level 2. So this would be my last spell
that's
slot.
not worth it, I feel
it's not worth it in this case.
No.
Okay.
The moment we see it, I point it out. So.
Yep. And so the statue is again motionless. The baby is back
Ito
out.
Does it still look pretty rough?
Yeah,
or does it look
it,
repaired?
it still looks pretty rough. It has not had a chance to do a full rest.
Okay, so from our range, how far away are we approximately? With my 300 feet of vision, roughly how much could I assume we're away?
I mean, you would see it once you get within 300 feet because you've got the
Right, no,
dark
but like,
vision off to that.
so yeah, I will close the distance to get to. Is there anybody around it? Any civilians from this town?
No, because it's still middle of the night. Like it's maybe like 4 a.m. So no one is up yet in this town.
Once I get to that 120 feet, I'm letting go of. Apparently, I have 3 of my special use guiding bolts that I did not use the last one, so I still have 1 left, and I'm letting that special use go.
Okay.
How far away?
120 feet.
Oh man, it's gonna be a while before I can do anything then. Okay.
So you're gonna do that as soon as you get within 120 feet. No,
The
or do
moment
you
I
wanna-
get within range, I'm letting this thing go at it.
Just
Okay.
And
time it so that like all our people that can do ranged blasts can go. So
Yeah.
like you and Sadzi can hit it together.
Ito will use the longbow of infinite. Oh wait, no, it's not lit up. As soon as the
Will
guiding
be.
bolt hits, if it does, yeah.
I can dancing glide it for you. So if you can't see it, I can go.
I can just shoot it like normal.
Yeah,
So,
and Zerdig
That's a
will
28 to hit.
pistol and get there. So you are attacking it first. Let me see what range.
You know what? All you guys are making no. So what does guiding bolt do?
Guiding bolt is just a radiant
Well, no,
blast
but
that
does it
leaves
give advantage to
yes,
people?
the
Or
because it
next
does
attack
highlight it. It
against
does
it
light it up.
makes
okay?
next
So
attack specifically.
before we attack it, what order are we attacking? Because I can bless people so that we can for sure hit this thing.
First question: are we hidden from it? Is it aware of us?
I would say the moment I can see it within 300 feet, I would have let everybody know I can see it and start creeping up a little more stealthy
Yeah.
before I do this attack. But the moment I'm in range, I'm gonna like give everybody a nod and then let go a blast.
Because if I can get to 120 and we're hidden from it, I can shoot it. Bonus action hide, shoot it again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Zerdig will have to get within 60 feet to be effective with his pistol because that's the range on
Okay.
that. So do you want to wait until Zerdig gets within 60 feet, or do you want to have everybody fire from 120?
Oh,
I
I can fire from 240 because I have distance spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we want to optimize the amount of people that can hit it in one go.
Yeah,
I feel like let's take the 3 shots at 120 maybe, and
Okay.
then everyone else rushes forward.
Okay. And so for those of you without dark vision beyond 60 feet, you can't see the statue really. It's far enough
Unless
out of
guiding
your
bolt
vision.
hits.
Unless
Yeah.
guiding bolt hits and then it's lit up. So right now, at 120 feet, what Zerdig, Ore, because Ore didn't give the 300 feet to everybody, and Mizeki, you said you have 120 feet dark vision.
Yes, I have devil sight.
Okay. So those 3
I
are the only
guess-
ones that can see it. And Zerdig can't hit it from 120 unless you want to give him the bow. You know.
That kind of depends on who has the higher modifier with it. Is he proficient with it? Because if not,
Yeah, he's an elf.
he should be. I think he's
Yeah,
got
he's
all
an
that
automatically
elf.
too.
proficient with it.
okay, yeah. What's his dex?
And he's proficient with martial and simple weapons anyways. His dex is +2.
It's the same modifier no matter which of us uses it.
Yeah, but he's
So.
can actually see it, and so
Yeah.
if guiding bolt misses, he still doesn't. He can still see
True.
it and
Yeah,
shoot
I'll
it.
hand it to him.
Okay.
I'll hand it to him then.
And
I'll cast bless on the 3 people that can hit from this range. So I guess that's Ore, Sadzi, and
Ooh, and we can.
I can't see from that distance.
so
Oh yeah, so
it's
it's
Zerdig, Ore,
Ore,
and
Zerdig.
Mizeki.
And
Okay.
remember, we can leave the guiding bolt advantage to Zerdig for his elfin accuracy.
Yeah. I was thinking I'll take my shot first, Ore shoots, and then Zerdig shoots.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll use my last first level spell slot to
Bless.
Cast bless on you guys because we really want to hit.
Okay.
Should I keep the roll that I already rolled for guiding bolt, or
No,
re-roll it when it?
we'll wait because we're getting
Got it.
everything figured out. Okay, so Mizeki, you are
All right.
first. It is technically not aware of you or technically anything at this point.
So my first Eldritch Blast is at advantage, and the second beam is not. Is that how we're doing it?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
First one at advantage. Oh, I didn't get my 19. So close. So 20 to hit.
okay, a 20 will hit.
Okay, so that is 16 damage. 3 of it's thunder, the rest is force.
Okay, and it doesn't seem to be as effective as you want. And again,
Yeah.
as soon as that makes contact, several things happen. So again, you hear the scream let out from the statue that you heard before.
Yeah.
However, you are all now far enough away from it that none of you are within its range. And
Hooray.
the baby gets absorbed into the statue, and you see it take its fighting pose again.
Okay, and then second bolt. Oh, so close. I almost got my
Plus
19.
D4.
16. Oh, plus D4, 16.
16 hits anyway.
Okay.
I want to roll my D4 so Claire feels special. So 1. Okay, so and then my regular D10. Of course, it's the lowest. Another 4 damage.
Okay, and again, not as much as you expect it to do.
Does the
And
thunder
then-
damage only happen once?
Yes, it's once per turn.
Okay.
And then I will use my move and my dash, my BI dash, to just go 80 feet closer.
Okay. So that you're 40 feet from it. Got it.
Yeah, and kind of, I want to be kind of diagonal to the side a little bit, so I'm not blocking anybody.
Okay. Or do your guiding bolt shot.
Rolling now. That should be a 22, and then I'm rolling the 4 as well.
Okay.
But I think that hits already,
Yeah.
right? So it doesn't matter what the D4 is. So only a 1, so 23.
Yeah, the 22 hits. How much damage from your guiding bolt?
It's going to be
A long
that's
time
pretty
coming.
decent spread. Yeah. I got a 4, a 5, and a couple of 3s. 15 total radiant damage, and then it is lit up.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to rush my distance closer.
Okay. So the damage doesn't seem to do as much as you expect it to. However, as it hits and it begins to glow, and it glows, and it glows, eventually it just explodes, and pieces go everywhere.
Cool.
And the statue is no more.
Go up and search the debris.
I will assist in that, searching for the debris.
So
Is it like glowing?
I mean, yeah, I guess technically it's still glowing.
All
It's
Yes.
white hot from that
I'll
kind
ritual
of energy
cast
and
detect
explosion.
magic.
I mean, that'll make us easier to find.
Detect magic is going to basically just, at this point, reveal all of the magic items that your party has. Nothing else around is magical anymore. That statue no longer has any magic within it.
Good. Okay. It's well and truly dead.
So, with that, you all level up to 6. And
After we rest,
after you get your long rest, I was hoping you would roll slightly lower than that, Ore, so that it would
for
survive.
the damage,
So that it
I
would survive to
tried.
actually do something. But no, it was really good. You guys had good, solid planning on that. It was 2 hours away from getting its full rest to get all of its spell slots and back to hit points. So had you guys taken a short rest, you would have been okay. But had you taken a long rest, it would have basically been starting over. So
That was my worry
But
as well.
it was starting over
I'm
with
glad
the
we didn't do that.
knowledge of what it can do. However, it was already down a lot of spell slots because it spent them traveling to get there. So it probably would have been able to get away again. So
Did I hit Ito at all?
you
No, because I missed you the one
missed
time
him
I
No.
with
shot at
the
you.
one time you attacked
Yeah,
him.
so it was just Zerdig whooping Ito's butt.
Yeah. I mean, it helped that Zerdig started stunned and down 11 hit points from attacking the statue in melee.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's got to be like confidence boosting for the young elf. Like,
yeah.
beat the crap out of a frontline fighter.
We'll have to see what Rega says.
Yeah, prevented Ito from getting a turn until round 6.
Yeah,
You know,
I tried to help.
we
So-
took you to Pain Town.
So I was hoping that Zerdig and Mizeki were going to be able to knock the other 4 of you unconscious. This because then you guys would have had no clue where the statue went. Because it wouldn't have had
Taken
to
off
spend.
with Zirdig and Mizeki, would they have taken off with the statue just to be disciples of it?
No, the statue would have left, but no one would have been tracking it. And since it would have been able to leave through the water, you wouldn't have been able to track it without knowing which way it went. So, because you guys
So
knew which way it went, you were able to track it because it got onto land.
So we are in a whole new town now, right? It's not any town we've been to before. It wasn't heading backwards at this point.
Thankfully, though, everyone is asleep and we haven't blown up the Mercy, happy, friendly, fun wish statue.
I don't think that was a terribly
They
quiet
don't know. The thing is, they don't
couple of
know the
times.
statue's here.
They just
Yeah,
probably
well-
saw an explosion.
My point is, like, had anyone been up and about, it'd be
Oh,
like,
yes.
see a bunch of dudes run out of the woods and destroy their statue.
The wish statue, you broke it.
All right. So
It's been
Don't worry, we
kidnapping
work
your
for the
children.
government.
this is our normal end time, a little early, so we'll go ahead and end our session here. But thanks everybody for coming out, for listening, for watching. That was a fun fight. Went a little bit awry there in the middle, but able to manage and recover it. And we will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.